All right, welcome everybody. This is Lorette and Alicia is on the call as well, and this is the Learning Tube. And in this session of the Learning Tube, what we're going to talk about are YouTube videos and optimizing these videos to get ranking. All right, so we're going to talk about YouTube videos. Now, first of all, YouTube is so powerful. Alicia, I know you always talk about how YouTube is it the #1 or #2 after Google as far as a search engine that people go to find information.
Yeah, number one search engine. In most countries, it's number one, and people spend a lot of time on YouTube. Everybody here knows there are YouTube fanatics, I'm sure. So, yeah.
So if you can do videos and get them on YouTube, obviously you're going in the right direction. So this is just going to be a quick webinar, quick training on how we create videos and how we can get them ranked into YouTube pretty quickly. Okay, so I got some slides here, then I'm also going to show you some examples as we walk through it. Okay, so the first thing is when you're creating these videos, the question a lot of times is what kind of video should you be creating? Well, it really depends on what you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do. One of the best type of videos to create, though, are review videos. Now, I know a lot of you sell certain products or services. We've got Kindle authors on here. We've got Amazon physical product sellers on here. We have local marketers on here as well. Now, with all of that in mind, review videos are a great way to get people to, look at your product or service. And that is one of the top things that people are searching for in YouTube is other people's reviews on certain products and services. So review videos are great types of videos. Now, when I say review videos, so that means, for example, you've got a new iPhone and a video reviewing the iPhone and how it's good, how it's bad. People really value the opinions of others, right? So, studies have shown that people are more prone to buy things from word of mouth versus like a television ad from the company. So if it's a person genuinely showing you that their iPhone and how it works and things they like about it, things they don't like about it, versus the iPhone, the Apple company saying how great their phone is, obviously the people are going to be more prone to want to buy from a person, explaining about how much they like it or dislike it, right? It's the power of review videos. Now, to get these videos created, there's a few different solutions, and I'm going to tell you which one I think is the best. But there's a tool, I'm going to show you them, but the first one is Animoto. The next one is Powtoons. And then if you want to do it yourself, you can use Windows Movie Maker, which I've done that as well. Windows Movie Maker is usually a default movie maker tool that everybody should have on their laptop if they're using a PC. If you're using a Mac, there's other tools that you can have that are built into your computer that you can make movies yourself. Now, of course, like I said, I don't really recommend making your own movie, but you can if you want. I've done it. I've used Windows Movie Maker. And when you're doing that, keep in mind you have to have royalty-free pictures. So if you're doing your own product or service, that shouldn't be a problem. But you also have to have royalty-free music. Now, one tool, I didn't put that on here, but it's called Audio Blocks, and I'll show you that as well. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you're doing these videos is that they should be short. Nobody really wants to sit there and watch a long, drawn-out movie. So it should be under 2 minutes when you're creating your movies. And I'm going to show you a few different places where you can use these movies and review videos, and they need to be under 2 minutes. So keep that in mind. So let's go look at some of the services that I recommended. Now here is, you can see my screen in a second. This first one I'm showing you is called Animoto, and it keeps evolving. It gets better and better. When you go to it, you can see all the cool stuff that it can do. I'm not sure it's not showing my screen. I'm not sure why. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so you can see they give you examples here, like slideshows for photography, for businesses. You can choose the style, the song, all of this stuff is built in to this tool. So it's a great tool to use. They give you some examples for you to follow, and it's great. There's a free trial. It's a great tool that you can use to get started with creating some videos. We've done quite a few videos. We actually give it to, as you know, we have a pretty big size team that we have, and one of our team members is the video making expert, and we provide her with the tools, and we say, here's Animoto, figure it out and make us a video. So that's what she does. So Animoto is one of the ones that she uses. Another one that we use is called Powtoons, and I'm going to pull that up right now. And like I said, all these tools keep evolving and getting better and better and have more and more features. And Powtoons is more of a cartoons. It's an animated type of video making tool. And you know, one thing about it that's really neat is that you can do all these different types of tools. So, for example, Animoto, you can make a serious one with, you know, your pictures and so forth. And then you can do one that's a cartoon-like one with Powtoons. So you're making a variety of different videos, and that is going to give you the ability to test to see what works best in your market, right? So here's some examples. Of Powtoons is not shown right now, but you can see, it'll come up on my screen in a minute, but you can go to it as well. It's called Powtoon, not Tunes, Powtoon.com. And let's see. You can see they give a lot of different examples. And it's just another, you know, they say it takes about 20 minutes to create a video because it's drag and drop and easy for you to use. So Powtoons is another one that you can use to create some videos. And then the place that I always recommend is Fiverr, right, is Fiverr. So let me pull that up in a minute. But Fiverr is definitely the place that I recommend going, especially if you don't want to spend some time doing videos on your own. And I just actually hired 2 people on Fiverr today to make a video review for me. And I definitely recommend for you to use Fiverr to do videos. Now, the difference with using Fiverr, remember I said that you can play up, you know, do a few different types of videos, which you should because you want to see which one resonates better with your target audience. Now, with this, when you're using Fiverr, you have the opportunity to use a real live person, right? Powtoons was like commercials. With Animoto, you can use pictures, but with Fiverr, you can use a real live person. So all I did is I typed in review video. Do you see that up there on the top? I typed in review video, and these are people that can do reviews. I actually hired her, right? I hired her, and then I hired another lady. And they're doing a review video on one of my products. And so what I wanted them to do is to make a very natural review video, like a soccer mom complaining about something, and my product was the solution, right? So you can hire somebody on Fiverr to do a video for you, and I definitely recommend that. And a lot of them do scripts for you, right? So a lot of them do scripts for you, or you can write the script yourself as well. So those are some of the examples of how to make some videos, right? And I recommend definitely starting out with using Fiverr. Let me get back to the video. Hey, does anybody have any questions so far about making the videos? Like I said, I recommend first starting off going to Fiverr. Sorry, I recommend first going to Fiverr to get some stuff done. Okay? Now, let's see. Now back to the PowerPoint. Okay, so now when you're making these videos, you need to make them compelling so people want to watch the videos, right? And they need to be created in a marketing perspective. Remember, you're a marketer, right? So the template for the videos, first of all, think of your target market. Who are you trying to address? Who do you want to watch these videos? And what problems are they facing that your product or service is going to solve, right? So think of your target market, address the problems they're facing, and that the product is going to solve it, and present the product as the solution, right? Present the product as the solution. So, for example, we have a herb scissors was one of the products that we were promoting. So think of your target market are people, moms that are, in the kitchen cooking, and the problems that they're facing. When you're trying to cut up herbs, thyme and oregano and stuff like that in the kitchen, it's time consuming. You can use your knife and cut your fingers, things like that. So those are some of the problems that you'd address in the video. Be like, don't you hate it when you have to spend all this time cutting up your herbs and you slice your finger while you're doing it, different things like that. And then you say, but I found these amazing scissors, right? And explain how the scissors solve the problem, right? How it solves the problem. So, and then you present your product as the solution. So simple as that. So when you're talking to and you're hiring somebody on Fiverr, just give them a general script. That's what I like to do. I don't like to give them anything that's word for word verbatim, because then it sounds like they're reading it. I just tell them, make sure that you highlight these things. This is the problem, that they spend too much time and they cut their fingers. And the product is the solution because now it saves time, frustration, and it gets things done really quickly. And then I kind of give them free rein to ad-lib within that, so it sounds as natural as possible. And remember, your product is the amazing solution. Okay, so now when you have that video created, the next step that you need to do is optimize that listing, right? Is to optimize the listing. And I'm going to show you an example of it. But here you can see the kind of outline of how you would optimize your listing. Okay? So your first line is the URL. So if you are trying to send people to Amazon, for example, if you're trying to send them to your blog, if you're trying to send them wherever you're trying to send them, that should be the first sentence, right? Because when you look at YouTube videos, all you see before you click on that button, show more, is one line. So you want to make sure that one line packs a punch and people will just click on it, right? So that first line is that URL that you're trying to drive people to. Now, in the body of the description, you should talk about the video, explain what the video is about, right? So sometimes I've seen some descriptions that make no sense, not even related, right? So explain what it's about and add keywords into that description as well. Right? So you want to have it keyword rich. In that description, you're also going to put links. Links to your website, links to social media, links to your blog, whatever links that you want to put in that description. And then this one, I saw this in, I know somebody else that uses this. It's great with YouTube optimization, so I'm doing it as well. All you do is you put in the YouTube link. So the link of your video that you have right now, the video that you're looking at that you created, you just add that link into the description. And that helps with some ranking within YouTube. So all you say is check out the video again and then the link to the YouTube video. And then at the bottom of the description, you're going to put the keywords. The keyword list will be at the bottom of the description. Now I'm going to actually take you over to a YouTube video to show you an example. Okay, so pull up any minute now. Anybody have any questions so far? And is anybody really doing much on YouTube? Does anybody have a lot of YouTube videos? Is anybody really doing much on YouTube, review videos or anything like that? Okay, we've got Bill says syndication. All right. So nobody's really doing that much on YouTube. Okay, remember, YouTube is very powerful. So these are simple things that you can do. If you have a product or service, hire somebody on Fiverr to do a video for you and then post it up on YouTube. Now, it still hasn't loaded yet. Let's see. Oh, so we've got John says he makes review videos for clients. Awesome, John. So, if you do want to share your information too, we can definitely share that with the group if you are looking to make more review videos for people. Okay, so here's an example of a listing. So here we did, it's actually advertising for a Grace dry coconut milk powder that is sold on Amazon. And as you can see, I'm going to close this right now. You can see it only shows, it's a little delay in the link in the screen, but you can see once I close the description, the only thing you see is this first sentence. So that's why I'm saying it's important to put the URL as that in that first sentence. Okay. So now here in the description, you can see we just talked about the description here. We got some keywords inside of it, and then here's where it says you can watch the video again here. Oh, I see my screen is just now catching up. All right, so that's showing you how it only shows that one sentence. So that's why you should put a URL right there. Okay. Now, when I open it back up, okay, so you can see there's the title, the description. Here's where it says you can watch the video again here. And that's that YouTube, the YouTube that we reposted. And then here are the keywords. So here's some keywords that we reposted into the listing as well. So this is a recommended formatting of how to optimize your listing. Now, if they had a website or a Facebook page or Twitter, so forth, we would put that listing in here as well. So we'd have some more links there as well. But that is just kind of an overall template on how you can create this a good listing. Okay. So let's see. Now I'm going to go back to. Okay, so Bill was asking if we can see the statistics. And here's the statistics on this specific video. You can see it coming up. So nice little trend there, keeps increasing and increasing, right? So not that bad on that. So we will see. So what I did is I just clicked on more and I was able to see the stats for it. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the video, PowerPoint. And 1 second. So the next slide was actually just showing you about the keyword research. So I'm going to show you one of the tools that we use for keyword research. As it comes up. Let's see. Okay, so one of the tools that we use is called keyword.io. Okay, so keyword.io. Now, the reason I specifically like this tool is because it gives you search terms that are specific for YouTube. Right? So you want to make sure that you are using terms that people are typing into YouTube versus Google, because you type in different things, right? So this one showing up, it's taking a little bit of time, but all you do is when you get here is you type in what you're looking for. So I put yoga mat for this example. So in YouTube, I typed in the YouTube tab, I typed in yoga mat, and then it gave me results on stuff that people type into YouTube specifically for the term yoga mats. And you can see here are the different types of yoga mats people are putting in. And then here, like best and worst yoga mats, best cheap yoga mat, best non-slip yoga mat. So these are some things that people are looking for in regards to keywords when they're going to YouTube. You can, so this is a tool that you can use to help you with your keyword research. So these are the keywords that you're going to be putting at the bottom of the description as well as in the tags area. And it can also help you in the kind of set the tone when you're creating your video. For example, if a lot of people are searching for best way to clean a yoga mat, you could do a review video based on best way to clean the yoga mat, and the yoga mat that they're using is your yoga mat, right? And at the end it can be like, and this, I love this XYZ yoga mat. You can get it, it's on Amazon. So you could use these to kind of give you ideas on how to create, on videos that you can create as well. So keyword.io is a tool that you can use, and it's free. Now, another thing that you can do is that you can go to YouTube itself and just start typing in things, and it kind of gives you some suggestions. Okay, so I typed in, let's see, yoga mat, and it is giving me some suggested keywords. Yoga mat, like workout, yoga mat review, yoga mat cleaner. So these are some keywords as well. So this is just YouTube suggest type of keywords. Okay. I don't think that's taking a while to pull up. Okay. Pulling up. But anyway, when you go to YouTube, you type in your keyword and you'll see a bunch of suggestions for your keywords. Okay, so now the next thing that I want to show you is how to get that video ranked. And I'm going to, John actually just shared his link. He is on Fiverr. This is awesome, John. And I'm going to put it into the chat box. And John, who is on our call right now, does review videos, and he's done over 200, and he just sent me his link on how to hire him on Fiverr. So check that out in the chat box, and that is awesome. So there you go. So if you're wondering who you should hire and how to get started, well, John, there you go. And John, I will probably be placing an order with you soon. So thank you for that. So awesome. Thank you, John. So let's see. We are, okay, let's get that. There we go. Okay, so now let's say you have your video. So you have your review video that John made. That's awesome. And you get it uploaded into your YouTube channel. And you now have it in your YouTube channel. Your listing description is now optimized. But now you need to get that video ranked, right? You want people to see it. So this is actually a pretty cool strategy that we use. We have never shared this. And it works really well. So I was a little hesitant to share it tonight, but it's kind of our little secret, but I'm going to share it. What we do is we use a tool called MicroWorkers. So MicroWorkers is basically a bunch of people all over the world that you can hire to do small little tasks, right? So MicroWorkers, what you do is you sign up for it, and it's usually cheap. It's like 10 cents per task that they do, and it also depends on their location. So it costs more to hire Americans, for example, versus hiring somebody, of course, in the Philippines or somewhere overseas. It's obviously cheaper. So you go to MicroWorkers and create a basic campaign for YouTube, right? And what you do is you tell them the tasks that you want them to complete, and they do it by batches of people. So you can create a basic campaign for YouTube, and it would be for 30 people. And the task that you would assign them is to watch the video. So you'd say, here is my YouTube URL. What I'd like for you to do is watch the video. So there's 3 things. Watch the video, like the video, then subscribe to my channel. So those are the three things, three tasks that you would have them do, right? And then you wait a few days, right? You wait a few days, and then you search for your video by one of the keywords that you want to get ranked for. So for example, if we want to get ranked for a yoga mat review, I now go into YouTube. Now before, your video hasn't been seen. It can't be found. Nobody even knows it exists, right? But now you search for example, yoga mat review, and you find your video. It could be on page 5, page 6, page 8. It's probably far down there, but the difference is that it's ranking somewhere, right? So you find where it's ranking. Now let's pretend, hypothetically, it's on page 6 for the keyword yoga mat review, okay? So now what we do is we create another campaign in Microworkers, and we ask them to search for the video by the keyword. Okay, so now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 tasks that they need to do. The first one is search for the video by keyword. So I would say task 1, search for the video, use the keyword yoga mat cleaner to find the video, and you'll see the video on page 6. It is by, Lorette Little, and it's called, this is the title, just so they know exactly what video they're supposed to find. They find that video, they watch the video, they like the video, and they subscribe to the channel, right? And now that is helping you with ranking that keyword. Okay, so that's helping you with ranking that keyword. So now not only did they do that first batch, the first campaign you did helps it get found, right? Now the second campaign you're doing is making it more specific by keyword. Now once you do that, you have the campaign running for another 30 people to do that. And you let the other people, you let that rank by that keyword, and then you kind of let it sit for a little, and you let it, move up and down into YouTube, and you find out if it moves, and I guarantee it will. It always works. So it started at page 6, and now it may be on page 3, for example. So if it's on page 3, then you do it again. You do that same search one, or maybe it worked and it's already on page 1. You never know. It really depends on the keyword. But what you do is you just monitor it. If it's on page 2, you do another campaign until you get it moved up to page 1. And that is an awesome little strategy of your keywords. This is going to help your YouTube videos get ranked. So great little insider tip there to help you get those videos ranked. So let's see. So now, where can you use these videos? So you have these videos created, and now where do you use them? Well, the first one that I just explained right now is ranking the videos for YouTube. So you want to have videos that you created, you want them ranking. You want them ranking in YouTube, right? Because YouTube is the top search engine, right? And you also can use these videos for Facebook ads. Now, the videos that I'm getting created on Fiverr, I'm actually going to be using them for Facebook ads to promote my physical products on Amazon, right? So I have these review videos, and I'm going to use them for ranking on Amazon, for Facebook ads to have ranking on Amazon. Now, and if you were on the last call, one of the strategies that I'm going to use as well that we learned in the last call on some marketing tips was to do a first round of Facebook ads and use and target a country that is very cheap. Okay, so maybe I will target India. Okay, so although I'm not selling in India, social proof is very big when it comes to social media, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this review video that I get created on Fiverr, and I'm going to create a Facebook ad with the review video. And the first round of ads that I'm going to run is going to be to somewhere cheap like India for the purpose of getting likes, shares, comments, stuff very cheaply. Okay, now after I do that, then I'm going to run it to my target market that I actually want. And they're going to see, wow, look at all these likes, comments, shares, look at all these people. And because of that, that's social proof right there that I paid very little for, and then now I'm going to put it to my real target market, and I'm going to pay a little bit more for it, but I have that social proof of all these people liking and commenting. If you saw a video with, you know, 1 like and 1 comment, you'd be like, oh, whatever. But if you saw 1,000 likes and all these comments and shares, then you'd be like, wow, this has to be awesome, right? There's got to be something going on with this product. And so we're going to do that strategy that we learned on last week's Learning Tube. So that's another good tip right there on how to get more traction and engagement with your Facebook ad. Now, you can also use these videos to post on your website, post on your blog, right? Use it as much as you can. Put it everywhere. Put it on your social media, your Twitter, whatever you can do is to really get that out there. Now, another thing that you can do is, let's see. Please, so John was giving a tip. Please tell folks not to post YouTube videos to Facebook. I saw a public figure trying to boost a YouTube link on Facebook. Hate to see money wasted like that. So, John, you're just saying to, instead of putting a YouTube video, to upload the video itself to Facebook, not linking it to YouTube. Is that what you're saying, John? Yes, okay. So yeah, so when you're putting your video, like when you're doing your ad, don't post a YouTube video, but you can actually upload the video in Facebook, okay? Okay, and so another way that you can use these videos is that you can get review videos created on a product that's not yours. So for example, you can get a review video created on, I don't know, some Amazon product that you love. You know, I think try to get something that's expensive. But, you know, let's pick some, you know, I don't know, some Amazon product that you have, a new phone or whatever it is. And you can have somebody do a review video on this product that you're an affiliate for. So you can be an Amazon affiliate. You can get a new product review done for it and get that ranking in YouTube, right? You can get that ranking in YouTube. And then you can put your affiliate link in the description and get affiliate sales in that way. And of course, you're just getting the sale, and you're not, you know, it's not your product or service, but it's a great way to do affiliate marketing with these review videos. Okay, so that is another place where you can use these videos. And let's see. So I think so. That I have for tonight. Hopefully I was able to give you some cool tips and some strategies, some resources, and ways to get your videos ranked, where you can use it, and so forth. We got John's link in Facebook, for Fiverr, which is awesome. Let's see. Dale is asking, do you recommend a certain video player? Press Play 2.0 is closing tonight and wonder if you like it or any others. You know, Dale, that is a good question. I don't really have a video player that I recommend. Does anybody else have a video player that they recommend that we can share with everybody else out here? Let's see. Good question, Dale. Let's see if there's any other questions here. Bill says Social Blade is powerful for syndication. Social Blade. Okay, so that's a good. Bill always has resources. Always.
I'm going to chime in, Lorette, and say Bill always has resources. Bill really needs to do some webinars. We really need to bring him on and Bill's best tips and resources webinar for real. Bill, would you do that? He needs to do it.
Yes. So Social Blade makes a recommendation for syndication. Rich asks, are you using your Amazon link for review videos? So I'm using an Amazon affiliate link for the review videos. So yep, I use an Amazon affiliate link so for tracking. Let's see. Anybody else have any other questions? No? All right, well, was this helpful for you? Got some good tips there. And of course, this is recorded and we will send out the link. So here we've got another resource. So Rich is asking, is it Social Blade or Blaze? It's Blade, and I did put it in the chat box. Social Blade. Is that right, William? Bill? Blade? Okay. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Can you provide, Dale is asking, can you provide resources for audio? We use audio blocks. Alicia, do you have any other resource for audio? It's audioblocks.com, is that right? Or?
Yeah, audioblocks.com. That's what I use every time to get my audios.
And that's not free, though. How many is that? It's a paid service?
It is, but it's $99 for a full year of royalty-free music, unlimited royalty-free music. So it's not bad at all.
Great. And they have all kinds of music. I've used it. Yeah.
Yeah. Our team uses it all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Audioblocks.com. All right. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. And we will chat with you next week on next week's Learning To. Take care, everybody. Thanks. This is Lorette and Alicia. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.